A major part of the problem with the government's proposal on this is the fact that they claim that the proceeds of any sale cannot be used for investment purposes. And there is no doubt Ireland is hugely lacking in terms of investment in our public services. The expected proceeds of the sale amount to a mere 1% of our debt. And, that seems like a very small amount, but when you think about what could be done with those proceeds in terms of making up the deficit that exists there. And, the Social Democrats very much believe that at a minimum we should be seriously challenging those rules. Even if there is no possibility of the proceeds of the sale being invested, the government's plan still makes very little economic sense. AIB is about to pay a dividend of €250 million to shareholders, and given the fact that the state practically owns the entire bank, this is a huge amount of money that could be put to very, very good use. And why would we pass up on an opportunity to continue to receive those substantial dividends on a yearly basis? We could spend those. And under the rules, of course, we couldn't spend any proceeds. The Social Democrats have called for a cost-benefit analysis to be carried out to look at the pros and cons of a decision to sell 25% at this point, because we simply don't know whether that makes sense or not. And I would have to say that we haven't been given any of that material, but the government certainly doesn't lack advice. There is a serious problem with the fact that the government seems to be employing so many different financial consultants in relation to this, with the fee pool reported to be somewhere in the region of 40 million. The most recent tranche of appointments, we know that there are over a dozen companies that the government have engaged now to advise them. All of the usual suspects, all of the usual names that were involved in the bank bailout, who turned out to benefit very much from the bank bailout. And here we are again with the similar kind of gravy train, it would seem. And the most recent tranche of appointments included Goldman Sachs, for example, a firm which last month purchased 1,200 buy-to-let mortgages from AIB, a portfolio with a face value of €400 million. Now, how can that be the case that there isn't a serious conflict of interest there when you have insiders advising the government made up of people who stand to benefit very substantially from this proposed sale? Look, in the time that I have available to me, I would urge members to support the Social Democrats' amendment to at least insist that we have a Dáil vote before any decision is taken on this important matter. Thank you.